today we're working with the public protection unit.
7 a.m. in a cold, unsuspecting cul-de-sac in the home counties. Hertfordshire police are conducting a dawn raid.
Right! Right!
They have intelligence that suggests 2 men inside have been downloading and sharing indecent images of children.
There's one downstairs, one downstairs.
They need to work fast to apprehend them
Excuse me, excuse me.
before they have chance to dispose of any evidence.
Come out! Open the door now, police!
One of the men is already on the sex offenders register.
Where's your digital device?
My phone's there.
Okay, what's the pin for that phone?
Once the suspects have been arrested and the area secured, a specialist police dog is brought in that can detect hidden digital devices like memory cards and hard drives. The child sexual abuse imagery found online is getting more extreme. The Internet Watch Foundation found a 22% increase of Category A material, the worst kind of imagery. They've also seen a 380% increase in AI-generated child sexual abuse material in the last year.
It must take a lot of effort, though, in the training.
Back at police headquarters, the minister in charge of safeguarding is meeting some of the police dogs.
I'm telling you where I want him to search, so, you know, if somebody gave me an area, like, we think it's around here somewhere, and he will naturally just go into search mode.
The government is proposing new laws to combat the changing face of child abuse. They include a ban on AI tools with the sole purpose of generating sexual images of children, and the sharing of so-called AI paedophile manuals advising how to use AI to abuse children. It's also proposing up to 10 years in prison for creating a child abuse website.
This problem's only getting worse. Will this even scratch the surface of what you need to do to tackle it?
Look, we're the first country in the world to look at legislating and act on legislating for AI child abuse imagery. Now, this is a global problem and is going to need global solutions, but Britain here, this government, is leading the way on trying to clamp down on this horrendous crime that fuels child abuse in our country. It is a massive battle.
For all the issues AI is creating, it's also enabling solutions to protect young people.
The HarBlock technology is running deep within this device. And
using a naked adult photo, we're shown how this new software stops the phone camera working when pointed at a nude body.
So we're imagining this is the child now being coerced into performing the act to camera, and the camera just says, I'm not going to let you do that. But as soon as I move it away, the AI says, oh, that's fine. It won't allow the storing of a sexual file onto the camera, but also the technology prevents them from looking at any form of inappropriate content.
And obviously, you know, this is your business, you've got a commercial interest, but just purely on an ethical level, how frustrating is it knowing that there is the technology there, and yet, you know, yes, you've got one phone company on, but there's still plenty that wouldn't have that on?
Hugely frustrating. We would just love to see this groundswell of momentum where essentially parents are going to say, I am not ever going to give my child a device unless it's got safeguarding technology like HarBlock on it. You wouldn't let your kids play by the side of the motorway, would you? You just wouldn't do it. That'd be nonsensical. Yet every time you let them play with one of these, you don't know who they're talking to, what they're seeing, what they're saying, what they're hearing, what they're doing. You have no control over it, and they typically can run rings around you anyway because they know how these things work better than crusty old relics like me.
You're bringing in new laws. I don't think anyone would deny that those laws are a good thing, but laws are only as good as the infrastructure around them. Will there be more money for this?
Well, we're increasing the funding for policing by over £1 billion next year, and we're increasing the investment for the National Crime Agency, who play the leading role in tackling particularly the online child abuse, which is affecting children and teenagers right across the country. But we also need stronger laws for them to be able to enforce it.
The new legislation can't come soon enough for Hertfordshire Police's child sex abuse team, not just to bring their powers up to speed with the modern age, but to slow down the rapid pace in which AI child abuse is growing.